guys, in this video I want to share you my blogger office setup tour. It's actually my office slash craft room slash blogger space, and so I wanted to share with you basically all the furniture that I have in this very small space. In early 2020 I had to transform this space into an area that I could work remotely from home full time, and so I needed a space also to be able to not only have like a good professional looking background because I'll be on video camera all day, but I also wanted to be able to store all of my electronic equipment and all of my camera and blogging stuff and craft stuff so that it wasn't viewable on the video screen, but yet I was able to basically create some personality as part of my backdrop, and then also store all of my blogging equipment and crafting equipment. And so this space was built for that, and to be honest, now that I've been in this space for about 2 years now, I literally can tell you that I get sick of this office because I'm in here for 10 hours a day. It is like the best optimal setup for me, but at the end of it, like I literally do not want to be in this room once my 9 to 5 day job is over. I really am sick of it and I want to go into my living room. With that though, I mean, I can find anything and everything that I need, and often when I actually am blogging, I will take my laptop, and unless I'm editing video, which I will generally do editing video in this space because I have a monitor that I'll show you, I will actually take this laptop and work either on the sofa or in bed and write as you know, the kids or my husband are around me, instead of like sitting in this office all by myself. The only time that I'm creating content in this space specifically is when I need a huge monitor to work from. Other than that, if I'm not in my 9 to 5, I will take this and go somewhere else because I really get sick of this room. And so I'm going to show it to you guys. I do love how it's set up, but I'm just telling you guys, when you are in a space for that long, for that many hours a day, you will tend to not want to be in that space anymore. But I love everything I have in there. So I'm going to show you a tour of this space. Before I give you the room tour, if you're new to this channel, my name is Sang, and what I talk about on this channel is all about career tips, online marketing, as well as anything tech related and productivity. And so in this channel, if you want to learn anything about that, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications the next time I create videos. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the tour. It's not going to be anything special, but I wanted to kind of show you how I set it up so that you guys can take some inspiration or ideas and implement it in your own space so that you can be more productive, because I will tell you that I am way more productive when I have all the things where I need it to be. It's not the prettiest. I did not clean up my room for you guys. I literally have everything out that is out today while I'm working. These are Ikea pegboards. I think they're about 30 inches. They are way better than the normal like hardware pegboards just because they're a bit more aesthetically pleasing. And what's great about this is that when I'm on camera, all my coworkers see this, and I am not shy to kind of share my personality, to be honest, because I feel like in this day and age, when you're working from home and you're just on video camera and you've only met them on video camera, it's really hard to start up a conversation. And with all of my training from my sales career, when I first started out doing pharmaceutical sales, I know that creating connection with your coworkers is really important. And so what better way to do that than to spark conversation about your backdrop? And so I figured this backdrop would kind of show off my personality in terms of, hey, she's a crafter. Hey, what are those things right there? Wow, she looks really organized. Perception is everything, but at the same time, this status board is also very functional. So I have all my like glue stuff, my markers. If you guys don't know what that is Cricut. So these are the machines, and then I've got a lot of containers, and this is all from Ikea. All right, so I have 3 of these in a row, and I absolutely love these. They actually come with casters, but instead I bought these legs, like these gold legs. No one sees them, so I don't even know why I put them on, but I wanted them to basically be level across the board, and these drawers are amazing. I store a lot of like craft stuff in here, so this is like my craft side. I have labels on the edge here, but this is all the craft, and then I have like adapters in here. Do you see that? So I have a ton of adapters and a bunch of keyboards. You guys know I'm obsessed with keyboards if you've seen my channel. But I've got keyboards, I've got mice in here, and then I also have a lot of like scrapbooking stuff in here, printer stuff, all of that in here. For you guys that don't know, I blog a lot about crafting too. So this is like a Cricut machine. It's like a, you basically put it in and it cuts a bunch of designs out on paper. This is a Cameo. It's by the Silhouette brand. And then I have printers and another Cricut machine. So these are all machines that I use to make shirts. Okay, and just to pique anyone's curiosity, if you guys were wondering like, what the heck does she blog about? Like literally, I blog about these like shirts. That's what these machines do. So they help me make these shirts. So that's what it is. All right, the lighting is gonna be bad here because I wanted to show you guys basically how everything is set up. I have a light here. Do you guys see that? I have a light in this corner. My co-workers don't see it because it's like tucked away. What I use this light for is for YouTube videos that I'm doing here. And so it allows me to light up the room quite a bit so that, you know, it's there. I don't have to like mess with setting it up. And then I also have a cord that goes here. And then when I'm done, I just unplug it. I also want to show you guys this. This is a light. Again, this light is used for both YouTube as well as when I'm taking photos around the house. Of my house with the blog. And so this is like a stand that I actually bought when I was a wedding photographer. What was great was like the legs, you see that? This tripod just goes up and down, which is really cool. So if you're trying to store it or whatever, you can store it pretty easily, or you don't have to like worry about this leg kind of going like this when you're moving it. So it's really nice. I love it. It is called a cheetah stand. I'll go ahead and link to the video on that. And then this is an extra desk. It doesn't move up and down, but again, 2 Alex cabinets from Ikea and just a table. I literally think this cost like $80, and this table was about $30, so not too shabby. And it's just another space where I can do a lot of crafting, look out the window, and then I store a lot of crap here. This is a headset that I just bought. I actually decided to invest in a better headset than the ones that I had. I absolutely love this one. I'll probably do a review on it because I've used it pretty much day in and day out for the last, I don't know, 2 months now, and I absolutely love it. It also drowns out whenever the kids are home, even though they are right outside my office. So I will do a full review on this just so that you guys know what I love or don't love about this thing. And then in this room, I also get super cold because this is, you know, almost a floor to ceiling window. And so I have a heater here, a space heater, just because I get super cold. And then I have an air purifier because I have seasonal allergies. I just got these two this year just because this office, again, is very small. I have doors, so I generally close them when the kids are home or when the cleaning service is here. And then I also have like this craft thing. And most of the time, my coworkers don't see any of that. So I can basically make a mess or just have piles of stuff either here or back here, and then no one would be the wiser. So I just moved the light from here to here. So it took all about 2 seconds to do that. You guys can't even see it, which is great. This is the other side of my space. No one can see this stuff. So this is where I store my purse, my crappy Starbucks cup. And then this is my desk. This is my desk generally between 8 and 10 in the morning. It is a standing desk. I can push 1 to move it down, 4 to move it up. Sometimes on busy days I don't even stand up, which is crazy, but that's what I have here. And then, alright, so I love this monitor because of 3 reasons. The first one is because I can divide it into thirds or half. I can also add my personal and work laptop so that one side can be personal, one side can be laptop. Lastly, there's a toggle on the back. The reason why I prefer the toggle on the back instead of right here is because I remember when I worked in the corporate office, I had this dull monitor, and then they had the buttons down below, and all the buttons looked the same, and I could never remember what button to press, and I would then shift to the wrong thing, and it just messed things up. So I really like the toggle back here. It's like a little circle toggle that you can then like switch out what you need to see. So anyway, that's what I liked about that. I have this really crappy video camera because sometimes on screen it'll kind of flicker, and I can see it, my coworkers can see it, it turns pink, and so I'm thinking about upgrading this to a better one. If you guys check out my channel, you'll see I've done a lot of reviews on the standing desk that I have. I used to have an Ikea manual crank desk, which is what this top is, but then I bought this really inexpensive standing desk from Amazon. I'll go ahead and link to that one as well, but this one I love because I can just press 4 or 1. Actually, there's like 4 buttons. I just have 1 and 4 basically configured for this, but 4 will allow me to go up, and then basically I have, you know, a standing desk for during the day when I just need to stretch my legs. Alright, so now in terms of like this desk setup, you can see that I have a bunch of cable management down here. So I have an outlet here, I have a rack here, I also have, what's ridiculous, is this blanket, and this blanket is kind of like a Snuggie. So when I get cold, I will wear this, and I'm able to type. You guys, this is ridiculous, but I'm giving you guys the honest truth of what I have here. So if I get cold, not only do I have my heater, but I have my Snuggie. And so It's ridiculous. No one sees it. And I have my house slippers, obviously, and then this footrest, which I hardly use. I also have a universal power supply. I think that's what it's called. It's a UPS. And I have it down. It's sitting directly on the carpet, which is probably not a good thing. But what I have here connected is like the outlet. I'll show you the cable management here. It's not perfect, but it works for me so that when I'm doing videos like this, you guys weren't able to see it earlier. So anyway, it's pretty organized, but it's not like 100% minimal or 100% clean like you would normally see on a video, but it worked for what I have set up. All right, so this area right here, just so that you guys know, I have two Alex cabinets stacked on top of each other. I have a bunch of stuff in the drawers in here that again no one sees, but I store a bunch of like greeting cards, so when it's a kid's birthday and I need to get a greeting card, like I can basically grab one just like this and just be on my way. So I have greeting cards in here. What else do I have? Cables. I have little Arduino kits, like just a bunch of storage. It's just really nice to have all of this all in one spot. This is my cable management for my standing desk, and as you can see, all the outlets go here. There's a like rack here that I have, and then this thing is basically for the standing desk, right? So standing desk, I think that's a standing desk thing too. And then there's a standing desk like power thing here too. So there's 1, 2, 3, but then everything else is basically for my desk setup, which includes my hub, my monitor, my laptop, all that stuff, and it goes all the way here. And as you can see here, you can see it's pretty strained because if I do this video straight, it's kind of like crooked a little bit. And so this thing right here is for the monitor. So this is the monitor, the Logitech monitor stand that's hooked up to this desk. This is what it looks like in the back. So I've got my work laptop here. This is my personal laptop, my coffee, and then you've got the USB hub, the Logitech arm, and I tried to like put all the cables down. I have my LEXA right there. Here you can see I have a bunch of stuff, like this is my to-do list. I have like stuff that I need to take care of as a parent, and paying off my van, which is exciting. And then after that, I've got this section, which again no one sees, but those are sewing notions. This is a heat press for the shirts I showed you, and then each of these are basically like, again, vinyl. So if you have hobbies like this thing, this Alex cabinet is really great for. And then I have all of my scrapbooking stuff here, and then I have a bunch of binders for the kids, and then when I don't want to file stuff in the proper place, I have those little boxes right here that you can see. Again, like that is the way I organize my life. And then I have my kids' binders here, and then you can see I have like, that's a fake plant, but that one is a real plant, and I have stickers. And then I also have all of my stuff for the blog here. And these doors you can buy with this collapse cabinet from Ikea, and then you can just create these inserts. And so that's what I have in these cabinets, to be honest. And then this obviously is just a corner. Again, no one sees this. I mean, this is not as aesthetically pleasing, you know what I mean? But it works for me. And then I have a ton of different things here in terms of storage. So when the kids come home, I have like memory binders here. For instance, like they have their soccer photos. So each kid, Ansley, Aubrey, Conrad, and Lorelai, they all have a section where I store all of their memories for them. And then I have little boxes for them too. So it's just really easy when they come home with art. I actually put it in this pile here if I don't have time to look at it. And then they'll go down here once I'm able to kind of filter out and throw things away that I need to. Lastly is the Aeron chair that I got. It's in this silver color. I'll go ahead and link down to the actual color it is, but I love this chair. It was a very expensive chair. It's ridiculously expensive, but it's been totally worth it. The only thing that I would say is that if you're the type that likes to sit cross-legged on a chair, this would be harder for you to use, because if you get tired of like sitting with the right posture, which you should be doing, this thing will not let you sit cross-legged or put your like one foot up. Like it would be really hard for me to sit like this with one leg like that for a long time in this chair. So this chair makes you sit with the right posture, and it's super comfortable. I remember sitting in a corporate chair that had cushions, and when I looked it up right before I bought this, it was like $750 chair, which was ridiculous, but this thing was like twice the price of the other one, and it's way more comfortable. So I'd rather sit and invest in a piece that is a little bit more comfortable, especially if I'm in this room for 8 to 10 hours a day. to make sure that, you know, I'm comfortable. So I think it's been worth the investment, but I know it's a bit pricey. I did try a wooden chair from Valor Design. That was not the best move, and I spent way too much money on something that was really, really uncomfortable. So again, chair, very, very much worth the investment. Alright, so I hope you guys liked that tour of my space. I know it's not much, but if you guys have any questions on any of the things that I shared in the video, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'm more than happy to help, and I'll go ahead and also link to all the sources of all of the pieces of furniture, the desk, the equipment, just so that you guys know where to get them, and I'll make sure that I'll only link the specific things that I actually use in this office. I generally send out the newsletters on Friday and share with you the best things that I've found along the way of my blogging journey, as well as career tips and advice as well. So I hope that helped. Thanks again, and have a great week.